Hello, everyone. Very good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I hope my voice is audible.
Yes,
Yes, Soumya.
yes.
Yeah. So I think we can get started with the session with our Skeleton event. So good evening, everyone, and dear jury members. Thank you for joining on a Saturday evening. And this is Soumya, and it's a pleasure to be your host for next couple of hours. The Institute of Product Leadership proudly welcomes you all for the Skeleton in Product and Digital Marketing by the cohort of Product Management Certification Program. Our participants will present their innovative solutions, and our esteemed juries will evaluate them on the key parameters. As Skeleton goes, it promises to be an evening filled with excitement and challenges and skill demonstration. So this is an event where top shortlisted participants from different cohorts present their hands-on experience and portfolio towards assurance of skill to demonstrate. So we would be discussing on market on competitive analysis, segmentation, targeting and positioning template, GTM strategy, RTM strategy, and budget plan. And also we will be discussing more on sales enablement plan and demand and generations. Stakeholders management identify skill channels and promotions toward growth strategy and marketing strategy. So before we get started, I would like to thank the audience and juries for joining us on the wonderful evening. Today's session is going to be a definitely some learning takeaway to all, and the cohort will walk the talk of IPL mantra, learning by doing. And the audience will not just witness it live, but also you will get to vote the choose the winner, and I will get to it a bit later. Next, let's begin the session by giving you an insight on what skillathons and why IPL emphasize on skillathons being the real test of skills. Skillathon is an event where top performing learners demonstrate their understanding of skill and the applications of the same in the context of real world product ideas as a part of learning journey to their industry experts and other learners. So the project management certification programs is recognized on, it's a globally recognized programs, assurance of skill versus knowledge, focused on career transition and career acceleration and learning by doing. So today we have two prolific juries of who's an industry practitioner. We have Varun Trivedi sir, who's the head of product marketing and business development corpus. Welcome, sir. Welcome to today's event.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having
Yeah,
me
we
here.
would like to know more about you. Please take 2 seconds, I mean 20 seconds, and you can introduce yourself to the co
Sure.
members.
I'm currently working as a head of product marketing and business development at Corporates. It's a Web3 based company. Prior to that, I was with Cash Free Payments. It's India's leading payment gateway, where I was handling domestic collection as and cross-border collection. I've been in the industry from last 11 years and work across SaaS, fintech, and currently Web3 industries. I'm from Surat and currently living in Bangalore and looking forward to the session.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us today. And next we have Onam Sharma, sir, from marketing. He's a marketing manager and from product Zepcom. Welcome, sir. Welcome to today's event. We would like to know more about you.
Hi everyone. Thank you for this. It's always nice to connect with people and learn what people are working on. I'm currently working at Zapcom. It's a IT solutions company, and we also have many AI products. Primarily, I'm working on GTMs and sales enablement. We also have a lot of AI as a part of our day-to-day work. It's always happy to connect and looking forward to the session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So once again, a very warm welcome, juries. Thank you all for taking the time to join us on the today's Skillathon. So next, get into the guidance of the event. As given, it will be a 10 minutes presentation with 5 minutes Q&A, followed by the feedbacks by the juries. Juries will cast their vote on the scale of 5 to 1, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest, and the scores will be announced by a juries aloud. Our presenter, once the presenter is done, I will be sharing you a QR so you can scan the QR and you can cast a vote to the team. And yes, now let's begin the presentations. I hope Devanshu, Ashwini, Kumar, and Ajay, you're ready for the presentation. You can start sharing your screen.
Yes, just a second.
Yeah, sure. So who's sharing the screen? Ashwini.
It's
Okay.
Ashwini
Yeah.
here. Yeah, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, Ashwini, your screen is visible and your time starts now. You can start.
Hi. So every day, millions of farmers work tirelessly to feed this country. Yet many of them don't earn what they truly deserve. They face unpredicted prices, um, limited market access, and lose 400 to 800 per quintal to the middleman. 86% still depend upon MMSP, not by choice, but due to lack of better trusted alternatives. Good afternoon, and welcome to our project AgriBridge by Ajay, me, Ashini, and Devansh. We are building a platform to ensure farmers get fair pricing and value, starting with Haryana and Punjab, covering almost 35.7 farmers. Like I said, 86% of the farmers today have no fair price. 86% of them depend on the MSCP. 800 to 400 to 800 quintal are middleman margins, and only 31% digital literacy. Therefore, here's our solution: Meet AgriBit, built for Bharat's farmer. We have ensured that the technology is designed around the farmer's behavior and not the other way around. It's the WhatsApp first interface, no app download. In Hindi, Punjab, based our MVP, there'll be real time mandi prices, and the farmers will be connected to direct buyer marketplace, ensuring fair prices and verified bidding and zero middlemen. To give you a hint of our solution, here's a live app as well. In the interest of time, I'll just open here. So this is how our app currently looks. This is our MVP that we're trying to offer here. This is how it will look. You can check the live prices, find the direct buyer, and weather crop advisory. At the same time, we have it in Hindi and Punjab. We'll come back to the app a bit later. Now, coming back to our presentation on what we are offering and how we are offering. So, over to you, Ajay.
Yeah, thank you, Ashwini. So as Ashwini highlighted some of the important aspects. So this is a typical process flow we outlined for the farmers, where they, in the first step, they register via the WhatsApp, and they'll be able to monitor the real-time price values and day-to-day updates and alerts. And they'll be able to connect with only the verified buyers to have a deal and sell their produce. And then we are also providing an option to have a secure source of payment options and further support to them through a third party escrow accounts. Yeah, next one, Ashwini. So we have come up and understood in our research the market opportunity, and the slide outlines the same. So the total addressable market is around 4,200 crores, out of which like service addressable is 1,800 and service obtainable is 450 crores. And these are typical stats of the farmers, like a typical average they are owning, and also as per the district's density also how many farmers are there, we have outlined in our research here. So as our approach and focus is mostly on Haryana and Punjab areas, we focused a phased launch, and within which in the phase one we focus on trust building, having where we conduct camps across the important districts with the farmers, selecting some ambassadors and having interactions with FPOs and local agri officers, where we target close to 3,000 registrations in the initial phase. And in phase two, we focus on the digital activation, onboarding the farmers, and then increasing the target registrations and MATF. And further, as a part of scaling in Q3 and Q4, we increase the count to 50,000 plus registrations. Over to you, Devansh, from here.
Thanks so much, Ajay and Ashwini. So coming to the revenue model, we have the multi-stream monetization model, wherein we have the transaction fees, the subscription part, the input marketplace, and the financial services. And if we just look down, we have the quarterly revenue ramp, and we have from quarter 1 to quarter 2 2027. And we have the CAC LTV, the ratio, the LTV to CAC ratio, and the payback period as well. Next slide, Ashwini, please. Now, coming to the competitive landscape, because we understand that there are already competitors in the market, and where exactly our application starts, and it is just on the seed stage. So just to give you an overview, that it is primarily the only platform that delivers real-time mandi prices, verified buyers, and we have our own vernacular-based interface. Next slide, Ashwini, please. Now coming to the financial projection for 2026 to 2029, as you can see down, we have a 3-year financial projection wherein we have year one, year two, year three. We have the revenue, expenses, EBITDA, and cash flow, and our break-even is on by month 9. And you can see here that if everything goes well, that then by year 3 we have a good amount of cash flow and the EBITDA. Next slide, actually, please. Thank you so much. Coming to the subscription plan, that we have a 3-tier pricing model. As always, we have the basic model, the pro model, the enterprise model. Under basic, we have the live Mandi price alerts, the crop calendar, WhatsApp-based onboarding, Hindi and Punjabi support. If we go to the pro model, which is the most popular at the moment, we have, in addition, we have the AI crop advisory, direct buyer connections. We have weather intelligence, as Ashwini told, that we can just showcase the weather as well, the priority support. And if we go to the top tier space, we have the enterprise model, we have the direct market buyer marketplace, we have dedicated relationship manager, and we have all pro features and basic features which is included in the enterprise model. And that's it. We have our own slide, that we have technology alone doesn't change lives, the trust does. We have Agribit. This is our presentation. We are built for Bharat, rooted in trust, powered by technology. And the slide was prepared by Ajay, Ashwini, and myself. And at the same moment, we'd like to thank our academic mentor as well, Professor Satya, who was able to support us in this journey. And if you just go down, Ashwini, we have the appendix model. We have the appendix model as well. We have everything that is there, wherein this what analysis, the methodology, what all resources that we have used, and where exactly we are getting the resources from. And with this, I'm just going back to Ashwini, who can just showcase the slide and where exactly, and since we have our own jury, what all questions that we can have, we can just ask the jury also.
So yeah, we had prepared a few questions for you. Initially, we thought Priyam Jha sir will also be there with us, but Onam sir, we had a question that firstly, with GTM channel and FPO partnership or WhatsApp virality, would you prioritize at seat stage? And Varun sir, we had this question that what's the sharpest positioning hook to cut through the noise in the northwest of India? So these are the two questions that we had planned to ask for you, and that's our presentation. But before we head on to the presentation, like if you want to have a look at a MVP app again, so this is how it looks. So this is in Punjabi right now. This is how the basic model will look like, and here you can see the prices of the different crops and of cotton and all those things, and how we are going to track 180%, 180 plus mandi will be tracked and will ensure that are verified buyers. Because one of the things that we saw that farmers face is the lack and the scam and all those kinds of Ponzi scams that happen with them all the time. So this is one of the major issues that we found when we did a research on this farmer issue, that my number of suicides or scams that happen with them, because of which the small scale farmers especially get hit. So that's where our main focus was. Those were our target audience mostly. So this is how, like I showed you initially also, this is how the app will look if I change it to Hindi again. Well, since this is an MVP, but yeah. So that's it for our presentation.
Thank you, team. Wonderful presentation. So it's time for the feedback and questions for juries. Varun sir, your feedback for the team.
First of all, guys, really nice presentation. I can see that you have used Lovable for creating it.
Yeah.
It comes out really well. Can you go back to the presentation?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, on the top. Yeah, first thing, if just the feedback that, and of course, in the interest of time, you have to go faster. But I would have liked if you would have emphasized more on the problem statement that is here. Right? Because it's a huge industry, huge pain.
Yeah.
But if the problem is coming, it's not coming that seriously, to be honest. With little bit more data, maybe with few examples, it would have been really good. But otherwise, it was perfect. In terms of market opportunity, you mentioned that the total time is 4,200 crores. You mentioned the appendix, but can
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
yeah, do you have, what was the source of this information?
So we use a lot of previous based data that we have on how the different apps like Dihat and all these are accessing. So where their target audience are currently and how much is the overall marketplace available based on the agricultural transactions and agricultural apps that currently exist. So based on that, we got that particular value. So there's a lot of numbers attached to it based on which how we arrive to this particular 4,200 crore. And
Okay.
similarly, serviceable accessible market also using the same research work that we did from those
Ashwini, just
particular papers. Yeah, should I
apologies.
show the
Just one
appendix?
point. Can you, yeah, please show the appendix. At the last, we
Yeah.
have the sources
Six.
as well. So
Yeah,
for each and every slide, we have where exactly the data is taken care from.
yeah. A6, you can see data sources and references, where we mentioned the data we collected from.
Yeah, go down, go down. A6.
Slide 6.
Got it. Understood. One more feedback. I thought the order of the slide could be little different, because
Okay.
you started with market opportunity, then you went after GTM, and the
Mhm.
subscription was coming very late. Financial was coming in between. Competitive is something coming very late. So if you
Mhm.
look from that point of
The
view, once you
positioning
are,
part. Okay.
yeah, competitive part should come way before. So when you are telling me that okay,
Mhm.
this kind of market opportunity is there, you are establishing
Mhm.
the scope for me. That okay, it is total.
Mhm.
So let's say 10 was 4,200 crore. I forgot the song, but you are telling me that much. Then you'll after that you also have to tell me that these are the competitors we are competing with. And
Absolutely.
with competitors, of course, you are also telling the differentiation, which is really good. That what competitors are doing correctly, what we are going to do different, right? Then
Mm.
you will come about what would be your pricing strategy. Let's say you have two or three different kind of pricing model. Subscription
Mm.
is there are direct revenue
Mhm.
sharing is there. So then come about pricing. Once everything is set up, then you will tell. Then you should tell that okay, now everything is ready, product is ready, pricing is ready. Then we will go to market, and then financial should come very late.
The
That
revenue
okay,
should be at the
Okay.
end then.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
at the end, that
Okay.
okay, if
Noted, noted.
everything
We'll take
goes
Okay.
care of that.
fine, then
Mhm.
this kind of
Mhm.
numbers we will achieve.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. We'll take care of that.
Other than that, I really like it was very fast paced, but very detailed as well. So kudos to you guys. Over to you, Anand.
I just want to add one more thing here.
Yeah,
I mean, I know we didn't speak a lot because of the interest of the time, but actual issues that farmers face is on a very vast scale.
all right.
So we just summed it up, but honestly, the problems that they face when we did this research also, like 2, 3 days, we were just focusing on the problems, and there's so many issues with how the farmers are facing, even after post the farmers bill and how it has impacted them. So yeah, we do agree that we didn't focus more on that while on this presentation, but we do know the pain point there.
Of course.
Yeah.
What I meant was that while you're presenting two things, one, emphasize more on the problem statement, right?
Hmm.
And second thing, whenever you're telling about any market number or any of those numbers, at
Hmm.
least cite one or two sources. You have done your entire research and everything is there, all right? But I might not be
Yeah.
able to go through appendix. So just cite it
Yeah.
two or three sources for us.
Just
Hmm.
So it
below
Hmm.
will,
that, that's what you're mentioning, right?
yeah, yeah. You
On the
can put
same
a
slide.
Okay.
put in the slide as well, and when you are explaining, you can also do that. That why
Noted.
and how you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
achieved this number.
absolutely. So that will be
Okay.
more
Okay. Okay.
visible. That on the same slide, you'll be
Yeah.
able to see in a much better manner.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, we'll take care of that.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
So,
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
cheers,
sir.
Thank you
guys.
so
Thanks for
much,
your
brother.
feedback. Next, Onam Shah, we would like to hear from you.
Yeah. So I think at least we should try to, the way it is presented, put some images of farmers or the whole system of, how it is there. I can see the background a little bit. Yeah, it's there. But I think the first slide is not having any of it. And that's your most impactful slide where you explain about the product. I am not able to see
Hmm.
anything in the
Okay,
background.
okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that will be because that's where I am. That's the slide you explain the product the most. You set the stage, and I am able to see golden things. It's like a bubble. It's like a water that's coming up, but not making me relatable.
Yeah.
That's the first part. Then I also as you were asking a question, right, about FPO or versus
Yeah.
WhatsApp-based
Yeah.
activation,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So I'll just try to speak on that. I think FPO is a game changer for this kind of a product. WhatsApp-based activation will help you scale, but FPO will help you get the trust and the education that you want to provide to the farmers that what they are missing out. So just
Mm.
some kind of a comparison that how their income using this can scale. If you can
Mm.
display that, how will you make them trust that because they are currently in a mandi system where they go to mandi and they sell their
Yeah.
produce, right? So how will you make a difference? How, if they are putting 199 rupees or 999 rupees using your product, what is the difference in their income they will be able to generate using this process?
Mm.
Some kind of a numbers around it will help them get
Mm.
the trust. So if you can think
Mm.
on those lines, somehow display that, it will be helpful going into the FPU system also, or even using WhatsApp based activation. And that comparison
Yeah.
helps because these are people, those who
Mm.
are earning pretty less for them. Um,
Mm.
how you can make that different or show them that difference will be helpful. Then that is the one place. I think other than that, mostly it's all covered uh, by the other person. I forgot the name. I'm really sorry. Sorry, but yeah, I think that problem solutioning, I completely agree on that part.
Mm.
Problem was not very well elaborated, so that will raise more questions. Other than all good.
Okay. Yeah. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank you,
much.
sir. Varun, sir, your scores for the team?
Sorry, how many parameters I
Uh,
have to judge by?
on scale of 5 being the
Oh, what?
highest and 1 being the lowest. So you can grade them on that.
Okay, I will give 3.5 overall.
3.5. Okay, thank you. Onam, sir, your scores for the team?
3.
3. Okay, thank you. So now let's move on to team 2. Okay, before that, I will just share the QR. Audience, please cast your vote for the team. Please scan the QR and you can cast your vote for the team. Okay, so here are the results. Thank you. Team 2, Raghavendra, Zaid, Ahmed
Yeah,
Mohammed. You're ready for the presentation?
yes, please.
Yeah, please start sharing your screen.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, sure.
Are you are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, your screen is visible and your time starts now.
Okay.
Just make it a full screen, Ra.
Yeah, yes. Good afternoon, all. Myself Raghavendra and my partner Zayad is on the call. Today, in today's world, in the dental world, the entire implant system is fragmented, and the patient's discomfort is at a highest level. So our product, ReSmile Hub, is a next gen application and a full product line, which is a personalized full jaw implant solution that uses AI, 3D printing, and advanced materials, which gives the comfort, strength, and natural aesthetics to the patients, while simplifying the entire workflow process of the treatment and provide them the confidence. So the dental implants market is a large one and stands at $13.7 billion. And our focus area of 3D print ceramic medical devices stands at 0.5 million, wherein the integrated solution is not present. And we are our product positioned in such a way that we are looking at a $0.1 billion obtainable market with our integrated solution. So our competition is with the direct AI and PSI innovators, and with the traditional implant producers, who are the indirect competitors, and alternate reconstruction of the implants are some of our major competitors in the existing landscape. Yet they all fall short because we combine the AI, the technology part, the cushioning layer part, and the advanced metal part, which gives the patient the more comfort and confidence in the treatment. We, as per this SWOT analysis, whatever we have performed, we stand very unique position with the strength of AI, with the cushioning layer as one of our advantage in the 3D printing gamut, and fully integrated digital workflow. Where, but we have to quickly capture the market because the existing players can very well salvage the entire solution, whatever we are providing, because they have money, they have funding, and they have the technology and supply chain process as well. Coming down to the pestle, we as a, medical product have to undergo the definitely the pestle procedure, wherein the political, economical, social, technology, and environmental and legal are very much important for the specific geographies where we are launching the product. We have concentrated majorly for India, and currently the Indian government is pushing for Make in India movement. So that is one of the aspects which is politically in our side, while technology and social are two tailwinds which are actually gathering momentum in the Indian market, with the AI adoption and additive manufacturing on the technology front, and the quality of life, and what we say, the dignity of the patients on the social front. Uh, 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 in all, we have segregated the entire personas into three categories, which is like trauma survivors, oncology patients, and elderly patients with severe bone loss. All these three people, or these three segments, have their own motives and their own psychographic interest, wherein trauma survivors are more price sensitive with an proven outcome driven results, whereas oncology patients have a long term health focus with a clinical procedures, and elderly people have a fear of surgery and quality of life orientation changes because of the surgery. So this is how we have segmented the entire customers. So this is the user journey, when all these segments of the users, when they go from curious of the treatment with by overwhelmed medical jargons to empowered for a long-term use. These are the different phases where the user or the patient flows through, like awareness of the product, consideration whether to go or not, and decision making, and then recovery, and the monitoring of the after the treatment. This is the user journey map. Coming down to position and messaging statement, our product positioning is very simple. We say that the trauma survivors and elderly patients, our Resmile Hub platform will restore confidence, comfort, and natural functioning of the tools with the AI-driven, personalized treatment. And our value proposition is for trauma survivors and elderly patients who struggle with pain, failed traditional impacts. Our product is fully personalized, AI driven, and that integrates with the treatment planning, unlike conventional full arch implant systems who rely on rigid existing frameworks. So, this is a GTM strategy for the offline and online platforms. We can very well see the surgeons, hospitals, sprints, and outdoors are on the offline, and they found the major initial stepping stones for us to push the entire implant system to the patients. And the online is basically the apps where we are going to use the AI platform to show how the jaw implants will look before the surgery, which creates a confidence in the user or the patient, to go ahead with the treatment, and we have followed the 5P process here. Coming down to RTM strategy, so three channels, which are again the offline channels like hospital, surgeons, center of excellence, and medical tourism, which actually have a huge impact on our route to the market. So they are our ambassadors to take the product to the patient. Whereas digital channel, which is the Resmile Hub app, which is the RTM enabler, which will come once the surgeon and the medical tour routes and center of excellence pushes into the user for the next steps on the treatment. Zayed, on demand generation. Zayed, you there?
Hello.
Zayed.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So after RTM, the demand to create a sustained and high intended demand, we unify surgeon activation, precision digital marketing, and trust building content in the community advocacy to create this sustained high intent demand. Then the details will be followed in the content marketing and paid marketing. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the content marketing, particularly we focus on offline and online content marketing, where we educate the surgeons and activate hospitals and engage patients across every online and offline, touch points using structured training and
Sorry for the
data-driven
interruption. You
tools.
have 2 more minutes.
Yeah. So go to the next slide, please. Yeah, so these are the keywords like comfort and cushioning, facial aesthetics, and digital workflow and patient education. These are like clusters, anchors for our SEO strategy and to capture both the clinical innovation and the patient-centric benefits of our 3D jaw implant technology. Then the paid marketing. In the paid marketing, we have allocated the budget total allocated is $280,000 for an average case revenue of 22,000. As we can see, for each channel, we have allocated certain budget, and this is a balanced paid marketing plan. Multi-channel budget converts into, as we can see, over 3,400 high intent leads and strong revenue potential through efficient and data-driven acquisition. Go ahead, please. So the growth marketing plan, combines moving hacks, viral storytelling, target promotions, and community-driven adaptations to rapidly scale surgeon engagement and patient demand for our 3D implant solution. Go ahead. Then, yeah, the social media and throughput leadership. We covered LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram as platforms. This drives a different layer of throughput leadership. From professional credibility to deep education to emotional patient storytelling. Go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the media plan, over 800,000 budget to maximize surgeon acquisition, patient conversations, and ROI across the highest impact channels through this, through the plan what we have shown. So this is.
Hello. Okay. So this is where we have given the media plan and budgeting. And yeah, that's the last slide.
Yeah. Hello.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Over to you.
Hello.
So let's move on to the feedback now.
Yeah, we are done. Yeah, we have completed.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for the presentation.
Yeah.
Onam sir, your feedback for the team?
So can I see the slide number 1?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say you have covered almost every part, as required to plan a strategy. More or less everything is there. it's a very complex thing that you're trying to present here, but you have more or less completed all the touch point that is required to implement this. I have a few questions on uh, like you have a very high budget that you have mentioned, right? It's $800,000, right?
Yes.
How will that's the media plan that you have mentioned in the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
slide.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah,
3,000. Yes.
yeah, yes. So, and you mentioned average case revenue will be $22,000.
Correct.
And you mentioned that the SOM is $0.1 billion, right? $0.1 billion. That's $100 million.
Huh.
Point 1
Yeah.
million. Yes.
SOM. Yeah. $0.1 billion. Yes.
Yeah, that's $100 million
$100 market.
right?
We are looking at.
I
Correct.
think if for 100 million market, if you are trying to spend almost $1 million in your marketing, that is not a right match. So even though you have presented and tried to cover everything, but the kind of mathematics that you're trying to work around here, that only 100 million market is there, you're willing to spend $1 million in your marketing budget itself. The productization of this will take a lot of money, so you will not be able to make money from this product at all.
Mm.
So there is a huge gap in terms of that mathematics.
Okay.
So maybe better research in terms of what budget will be required here in your marketing, because you've covered almost everything. You're trying to do everything, right? That is
Correct.
correct. But the math is not mathing there, especially.
Math is okay.
Uh, then one other thing that I can suggest is that you can look, because who is your customer here exactly? It's the people, right? Those who are in having some issues with their jawline, right?
Yes. The, uh, the segmentation is, one is the trauma patient, and then there is the oncology patient, and even doctors will be our customers. So
So when you mentioned doctors are your customer, one thing that you should have included as a part of your marketing strategy, because this is the biggest cohort. These are the people, those who will refer more people and those who will be able to implement this also. These are your biggest influencers. So you should be trying to do some kind of a closed door events with these kind of people. You should be trying to put some money where you do closed door events where you invite doctors to explain your product easily, and that should have a important chunk of your marketing goal.
okay.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's about it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Varun, sir, your feedback for the team?
Sure, I think one made a really good point. My question first with market sizing. You mentioned that total market is $13.7 billion. It's a global market, right?
Yes.
And 0.1% of which is SOM. But in the next strategy, you also mentioned that as a country, you are going to focus on India.
We have
So,
taken pestle basically for India, but yeah,
hmm,
just it's an because every geography will have a different pestle, but just to for the GTM we have taken India as
yeah, but then if you are only going for India, then this 0.1%, which is almost 100
Revenue.
million, won't be 100 million, right? It will
it
be
will be
much
less.
lesser than that.
Yes,
Correct.
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Let's assume 20% of it.
Indian market.
Or,
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
suppose 20%. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's where the what Onam has mentioned about math is not mathing. It is more
Yeah.
uh,
Uh-huh.
concern now that if for
Uh-huh.
20 million or $15 million market, if you're just putting $1 million as ad budget, it is not making much of a
Okay.
sense. Second thing is you emphasize so much on AI layer, but to be honest, I didn't realize that how AI is your USP. Because from your competitor analysis also, you mentioned that competitor might not have AI capability, but how AI is your USP, I'm not very sure.
We have not gone into the detail because we were focusing on the
Yeah.
marketing. However,
Uh,
I will explain you now what does AI do. AI generally is a software platform where it predicts, where it is like given access to doctors and patients together, and
Hmm.
it predicts the facial features after the surgery, how a patient will look. Suppose a trauma patient come with a loss of jaw, then he will
Hmm.
be predictable looking face by with the help of doctors suggest input that what type of implant he needs to add and all those things, then the AI will predict, and this will be more satisfactory for a patient in terms of his his moral and social satisfaction. That's a quite important aspect in this product, and which will not be available. We know that it is not available with the Lithos, which is a direct competitor for us. And other than Lithos, there are really.
Can't hear you, say.
Yeah, your voice is very low, but just to add on, thing is, this AI is something which we are going to like the patient first he'll step in, so he'll not have the app as such. So he'll step in into the doctor's place, and the doctor, the traditional way is to they'll create this what we say the PP material job, wherein they'll create the entire denture and then they'll give it to the manufacturer. So instead of that, the app will have the AI scanning for the entire jaw, and the doctor suggests the app. Like the moment the app is installed, so the patient can scan the entire jaw, and he can and the AI will predict how the tooth implanted, the outcome or the output, the result of the surgery will be there, and how and he can see how the facial feature of the entire jaw will be seen after the surgery. So that is where we create the confidence in the patient. So
Hmm.
this is where we need a high end AI scanning camera. Yes, the technology we are, it's just an idea. That's the whole plan what we are looking at. Because once the outcome, the output of the result or the outcome of the result and the AI image should match, then only it's a what we say the free moving solution for the entire treatment. So it's a
Okay,
risk. Yes, we do understand it will come at a very high cost in the initial stage. Yes, we are foreseeing that. Yeah.
got it. Now, last two feedback around GTM and demand generation. Number one, you mentioned all the channels. I mean, you stack up all the channels with all the budget and everything, but you're not going to go for all the channels from day one, correct? So you have to define the phases, which I think the first team agree Bridge has done nicely. That they have defined the phases. That in phase one, these are the channels we are going to go after, and these are the ICPs we are going to go after. Similarly, you should also go on for.
Uh,
Second thing, where you allocated the budget. Can you open that slide?
yeah, media budget.
Channel wise budget. Maybe it was above
Okay.
paid
Paid
marketing.
money.
Now here we can see that the allocation of budget is on YouTube is 15%. Now if you look at customer acquisition cost is around $800 over there. You're getting 1,050 leads from there. If it is your most successful channel, then why you are giving the least budget on that?
Uh, you mean to say on the YouTube, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. So thing is because not everyone will go to YouTube and see this what we say the entire content. Okay. Usually for a user, first he will out of what we say the interest or out of zeal, he'll go and search in this Google. The Google lead should lead into the YouTube. Then it should get on. Okay, if you want to watch this. So we have given more for Google and less for YouTube here, because for sure someone will not go to YouTube and search for a AI based, because that will not come into that will not be an idea implanted into the patient in the stage one is the assumption we have.
but when you mentioned that 15% of budget on YouTube, is it a performance marketing budget or it's a content creation budget? What it is, and how then if you are mentioning that it is not going to convert, then how come you go about 1,000 plus leads?
No, once the patient sees it, and once he gets a after his treatment, he going to give those videos to or the links to the his in his own circle. So that's how we have assumed and
then
allocated
that
this.
then that is
Maybe.
referrals. Then it is simply referrals, sir. It is not YouTube.
Oh, okay, okay.
When you are putting 15% of budget, paid performance marketing budget, you are assuming that whether in search, whether in discovery, whether in suggestion mode, your video will pop up, and then they are looking at those videos, and then they will land onto your tool from YouTube. Even if you're telling me that after looking at the Google search, they come to your tool and then they're looking at the video, it should be free. Right? You already paid to Google about that video. So I think this entire budget plus the media planning budget of 800,000 US dollars is not adding up.
Sticking. Okay.
And one last thing, I'm not sure why you want to focus on LinkedIn, both
LinkedIn
in
is
terms of paid marketing as well as
yeah.
creating thought leadership content. To be honest, maybe it is my circle only, but I haven't seen any doctor creating content on LinkedIn. It could be only me. Maybe I'm not getting those kind of suggestions. But even if it is, then LinkedIn won't be. I would be the end user. I won't be comfortable looking at those videos on LinkedIn, where my entire purpose of using the platform is very different. Then I'm not sure how it is going to add any value for you.
Uh,
Google search, meta ads, maybe that is making sense. SEO content is also making sense, but YouTube and LinkedIn, it's a big question mark.
LinkedIn, we are actually we assumed that we'll be creating a community, okay, wherein doctors may refer this app. So that was the assumption we have taken.
So,
More than
Yeah.
LinkedIn, you should have gone for some already predefined platform. Let's say Practo or something. I'm not sure whether they are giving this kind of facility or not, but those could be really useful for you. You should think
Practo,
from
yeah,
that angle.
Practo, okay.
Those
yes.
would make much more sense. I as a user, will go on Practo, search for this kind of doctor. Maybe if you Practo is allowing some kind of performance marketing, I'm sure they are. You could have advertised over there. That would make much more sense.
Okay. Taken, point taken. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the
Thank you.
feedback. Onam, sir, your scores for the team?
I'll give a 2.5.
2.5. Okay. Varun, sir, your scores?
Same, 2.5.
2.5. Okay, thank you. So, audience, please, it's time for voting. Please take your phone and cast the vote for team 2.
Can you share the link
And,
once again, please?
yeah, we'll share the QR. Yeah, please start voting. And here are the results. Okay, thank you. Team 3, Garima, Aishwarya, you're there?
Yes.
Okay. Your screen is visible and your time starts now.
Can you make it in a presentation mode, Acharia? Something revolutionary is going to enter the kitchen. A breakthrough for the chefs and the blessing for the planet. Here, myself, Garima Agarwal, and my friend Ashwarya Verma bring to you Prep Wise. Prepare wisely. First, we will, in this journey of the DTM, we'll be taking you through the reason why we chose this particular topic. I think you have lost the presentation, Aishwarya.
Just a second. Is it visible now? My screen
Yes,
is over.
yes, yes. We'll try to understand why we chose this particular topic, who are our competitors, what are basically the SAM SOM, and what is the roadmap and our strategy. First, let's understand in India itself, 30 to 40% of the food which is prepared is wasted. It goes uneaten. It is wasted not due to intent but to poor demand, poor planning. In Bangalore alone, 296 tons of food is wasted daily. Now, this has a huge economic, environmental, and social impact. Economic impact because 0.89 crore is wasted per day. Environmental because loads of CO2 emission is there. Social because this food which was wasted could have fed around 3 lakh of people. Now, if you see, the food industry has a growth rate of 18%. With the rising food cost, this particular wastage is reducing the profit margin of the food industry. So we thought if we target this particular thing, it would be in the interest of the investors also, and we can also target a social cause. So, how the restaurants feel the pain of food wastage? There is an immediate financial loss for them. Like the food which is wasted is directly cutting down on their margins. The customer satisfaction also is stopped or it is dropped because if they underproduce, the customer goes unsatisfied, and if they overproduce, there is a loss. And there is a chaos and inefficiency, that is the chefs are, they don't know how much to produce. They're confused, they are not at an optimum production, and they are also at a competitive disadvantage of their peers. We tried to see what are the customer segments in the market. There are the restaurants, the cloud kitchens, the cafeterias, and the chains. We are targeting the whole, like TAM is the whole food industry. SAM, we came to India, and SOM is we are targeting only to Bangalore. Next slide. The competitive landscape. We have a number of competitors which are there in this which are targeting on food reduction, but their features are very different. Like most competitors don't have strong India-centric operation or tailored India GTM, which gives PrepWise a strategic opportunity to localize with Indian market. While global players like Winnow, LeanPath are technically accessible in India, they lack a local presence, partnership, and case studies, which means PrepWise can differentiate on localization, pricing support, and integrating with Indian point of sale system. SWOT, the strength which we have, it's like it will be an Indian point of sale system. It will be easy onboarding because we know many of the chefs may not be that tech savvy, so it will be easy to onboard the system. The weakness is like because as we told at present there are not many competitors in the market, and so we don't have, and actually we don't have a available data to build the platform on. So we are totally dependent on the data which we gather from the chefs. Opportunity, like it is as it is not too much seen option, so it is a great opportunity for us. And also as we saw that the restaurant area is counting for a great economic percentage of economy, so it is a great financial profit also, and also it will be an environmental friendly solution. The threat is, the main threat which we have is like some of the, we have seen there are many players with different features. If some of the established player try to replicate our features, then that would be a great threat for our system. Now I would like to hand over to Ashwarya.
Thanks, Karima. So now coming on the segmentations, what we have segmented our end consumers are into large chain restaurants, QSRs, corporate cafeterias, and small cloud kitchens. To begin with, we would be targeting large chain restaurants and QSRs who are having much more information to be shared with us, which trains our data and gives appropriate outputs. Once we gain confidence in our primary market, we would be shifting our focus to the secondary market. Why we think this would work is because we have interviewed three different personas from the same industry, one being a home chef, one being running a restaurant chain, and one part of a QSR chain. So what they feel right now is they are going by the intuition of what and how much is to be produced. They don't have any data backed decisions to support their intuition. That is where Prepwise lands and help them in preparing just enough and making the customers happy by targeting food wastage reduction also. So we position Prepwise not as a software but as your companion, as a chef assistant, which is there to help you cook just enough and waste nothing. We target to reduce the food wastage and increase your profit by 20 to 30%. Our GTM strategy is very simple. To start with, we understand it's a 30,000 crore per year problem which goes into food wastage. To target that problem, we are starting with Bangalore as a city, where we would be targeting 50 pilot kitchens under the large chain restaurants and the QSR categories. We would like to partner with the POS and QSR chains and scale these inbound sales using referrals, SEOs, and outbound sales also. So the key principle what we are targeting is cell saving and not the software itself. We would be targeting our reach in phases. So our first 6 months will be targeting 50 kitchens where we pilot for free, gain confidence, and expand to paid conversions.
Sorry for interruption. You have 2 more minutes.
Okay, thank you. City-wise expansion and then pan out to central kitchens and QSR contracts. Our RTM strategy would be through direct sales, that is the sales reps team, POS partnerships where we share our profit margins with them so that they encourage the restaurants to adopt Prepwise. Central kitchens where we gain confidence by providing them food wastage reduction, and ESG consultants whose main part is how waste management can be effective through NGOs, and to them also we would be going via referral bonuses. Our adoption and expansion strategies are we create awareness by making the cost of waste visible to the restaurants currently not adopting AI-based solutions and resorting on intuition-based solutions. Prove the problem is solvable by shifting the conversations from belief to evidence and providing the aha movement when they first see that yes, what is promised, that food wastage can be reduced by AI predictions, make it happen. That is when the customers will retain and the word of mouth will spread, and which will ultimately return in expansions. Our acquisition, activation, retention, and revenue reference and key metrics is what we would be targeting in that is mentioned here. To come to the budget part, if a budget of 1 CR is considered, we would be allocating initially 20% of the budget in marketing so that the people are aware about our software and knows that what benefit it will be entailing to them. So that's a cost split, and expected outcomes would be we would be able to at least convert 150 to 200 leads, out of which at least 10 to 20% customers would be ready to pay for our software and utilize it in getting food wastage reduction and ESG certifications. To enable that, we would have to provide our sales team with battle cards, which are having information on the competitive positioning. We are providing any facts and figures on that. The pitch deck, the use cases, simple Excel calculator where they can confidently go and show to the chefs or the restaurant owners how our app will be able to predict and give them a solution on that, and then outreach, cold emails or WhatsApp scripts for them. and close with how the stakeholder conversation will be entailed around the entire solution approach would be managing both our internal and external stakeholders, where we will keep every stakeholder informed, consulted, and involved throughout the process. That's all.
Thank you, team. Thanks for the presentation. Varun, sir, your feedback for the team?
Can you go back to market sizing slide? No, TEM Samsung one. Can you explain the logic again from 65,000 crore to 2,000 crore? How did you can go?
So we believe that TAM will be the entire India region, SAM will be the Karnataka region, and SOM is the Bangalore region, which we are currently trying to target.
So restaurant, cloud kitchen, cafeterias and chain total, you are saying it's a 15 lakh units overall India.
Yes.
Okay, but for example, if you're just going after Bangalore for how much time? I mean, for first year, for 6 months, what is the plan?
So the plan is for 18 months, as we have detailed out here. So for 6 months, we will pilot with 50 kitchens, gain trust with them. That is a free pilot with them. And 6 to 18 months, whoever gets the confidence will be our paid consumers. And in phase 3, we would target the entire central kitchen QSR's chain in Bangalore region. And then we pilot to next cities parallelly
Okay.
with the
See,
same
15 lakh,
approach.
15 lakh units is something can understand, but I'm not very sure about the 60,000 crore numbers. It could be higher than that. Well, 1 lakh
Could
unity is, if it is only 2,000 crore market only in Bangalore, it doesn't sound that bigger a number. But you can recheck. Problem statement came really well. The way you explained earlier, it was really good. Few things positioning was also really good. In terms of GTM, then you came with a number of 30,000 crore market. How it is different from this 2,000 crore market? Go down.
30,000 crore is the food wastage across India. So and that's what
So
we
that you
start.
mentioned it is 65,000 crore, right?
Sorry, 92,000 crores is around the food wastage over the year in India.
But in time you mentioned 65,000 crore.
Yeah.
And I think if you go down in the GTM slide, there is a number of 30,000 crore. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll verify these numbers again.
Yeah, because it should be 2,000 crore according to the way you are preparing your case. It should be 2,000 crore.
Here it should be 95,000 because we start as the statement starts as India is a vast market and 95,000 crore per year is the problem here.
I think I would ideally suggest that if you are building for let's say 18 months for 2 years, only focus on Bangalore then. All your strategy right now should be for Bangalore only. Because you mentioned in your SOM only, SOM is the market you are going to go about, correct?
Yes.
So then
yes,
why
correct.
you are giving the picture of entire India where you only want to focus on Bangalore? 18 months is the time you are giving. It won't be the very similar. It could be let's say 24 months. It could be more than that. So focus only on that.
On the Bangalore, yes.
See GTM strategy wise and everything looks good, but I haven't seen how the return would be. I mean, if we are spending 1 crore budget in marketing, what is the pricing? What is how much any restaurant, any home cook, how much they are paying you, and how you are going to get the return? Over here, you mentioned one slide above. Yeah, 18. You mentioned that the budget you are giving 20 lakh budget for marketing. Yeah, but overall, in entire slide, I haven't seen your pricing. So not very sure any penny we are going to spend, how much we are getting in return. That's a 20 lakh. 20 lakh. What it is it a subscription plan or how are you going
It
to
is
charge?
like for marketing, we are planning for first 6 months. It will be a free app. I think Aishwarya has mentioned in one of the slides.
Yeah,
So
but
that is
what
the
is the
reason.
pricing after that?
After that, based upon the scale they are adopting for. So if it is a large chain restaurant, we can charge per restaurant we can charge around 10,000. And if it is a small standalone outlet sort of thing, then we can price it based upon that 4 to 5,000. We
I
want to
don't
make
think
the
that would
solution
be
a pocket-friendly solution so that people adopt to it widely.
that is understandable. If pocket friendly, India is a price sensitive market, that is totally fine. But why suddenly from 10,000 to 4,000? What I should be doing to get into 4,000? Even if I'm let's say large scale restaurant, then what? Why you are charging me 10,000 versus for any small restaurant 4,000? So
We
for that you have
understand the
to come up with the
profit
proper.
margins. Yeah.
See, whatever restaurant is earning, that is totally, it is not none of your concern, right?
Mm, okay.
On your product, what would be the pricing? It will come from your expenses, your budget, how much you are spending in product building, how much you are spending in your R&D, how much you are spending in your marketing, sales, etc. What is your overall costing? And after that, you feel like, okay, competition wise, plus this is something we are spending. So this much is going to be the pricing. It can't be directly uh, chalk and cheese for both different parties. Since you are small, we are going to give you 4,000. You are bigger, we are going to give you 10,000. There has to be something out there
Yes,
Got
sir.
based on which you are deciding the pricing. So pricing is a big factor. Your subscription or any model is something we are missing over here.
it. Got it.
That's it. Over to you, Anand.
Um, thank you, sir. Onam, sir, your feedback for the team.
Um, I think I have a question. So, who's your target audience here? Who are you targeting here as a customer? Is it the
So
chef or the owner?
it's it would be chef primarily, because chef is the person who will understand the value proposition we are trying to go with, and he has to convince the owner also,
Okay,
because
because
he
the
has
kind of you have done the personas, right? In personas, I don't see any chefs because your target segment is large chains and QSRs. None of
yes,
them is uh, the which is falling into it.
uh,
Exactly. I mean, it's
the
the
last
head
one.
chef.
He's
Okay,
a
fine.
head
Okay, the
chef
last
of
one.
a, yeah, of a mid-sized restaurant.
Okay, okay. Okay. Because this user, I am not able to clearly understand whether a user of this will be a chef because chef is probably making food, right?
Hmm.
He's in the kitchen, right? This
But he has to plan
chef,
what has to be prepped for the next day and how much quantity of it has to be prepped.
is that is the role of a chef in a
Yes,
in running a QSR.
yes.
Okay, okay. I'll say that overall you have covered a lot of things as mentioned. The problem statement came correctly. The impact was also much there that this is going to save them quite some amount of money. Um, I think your key channels that you mentioned, right, that you'll be doing the pilot part with initially a few hotels. That is a
Yes.
good way to get market entry. So somehow try to you should be trying to more focus around that, and that's the right game plan to get into this kind of industry. Um, I think other than that, more or less things are covered. I was quite satisfied with this.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the feedback. Now it's time for the scores. Varun, sir, your score for the team.
3.4.
3.4. Okay. Onam, sir, your scores.
4.
4. Okay. Okay. It's time for the vote. Please scan the QR. And the results are here. Okay. Now we have a last team for the presentation. Prasanjit and Mega, you ready for the presentation?
I am only
Yeah.
available. Mega is not available today.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your screen is
So
visible?
hope my screen is visible.
Yeah. Yes. And your time starts now.
Yeah. Thank you. Right. So let's put it in presentation mode. Yeah. So my product name is Dabba Utha. It is basically a hello. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So my product name is Dabba Utha. So it is basically a hot meal subscription service, which is actually focusing on the habit formation over the transactional volume. And it is targeted basically for at the initial stage for Bangalore audience where we are targeting the user where they are uh, opting for a meal greater than 3 meals per week from outside and who are looking for a home cooked meal or home cooked essence. So this is a macro market segmentation that we have created. So it is basically based on the open market data available from the Statista and few like data view insight. Around 80,000 crore is the Indian online food market, and Bangalore is among the top three. That's why actually we have chosen Bangalore at the initial stage to pilot our product. And there is a gap that we feel that due to like there are multiple platforms like Swiggy, Zomato, who are basically on the hyper choice and scale, but the food qualities are not maintained properly. So we identify those gaps and we want to mitigate that gap via our product. So for the problem validation, it is like almost like 80% weekday meals are eaten outside home. So normally 75% I explicitly want home style food for everyday food and but only 50% are getting 15% is getting that available and around 10K average monthly spend that we are doing for the unhealthy food. So there is a market opportunity gap of like 55% where there is a desire of the home cooked food, but uh, it is actually delivered from the restaurant. So this is basically our market sizing framework. It is the total addressable market is at the initial stage, we are focusing on the urban professionals in Bangalore. So the volume is around 35 to 40 lakhs professionals who are spending around 33,000 per month. So the total market potential is around 14,000 crore. This serviceable market that we are targeting at the initial stage is like the Outer Ring Road, Whitefield, Electronic City, where the volume is around 8 to 10 lakh professionals who are willing to pay around 150 rupees per meal. So the serviceable volume will be around 4,000 crore. And from that, actually, we want to target around 1% in next 24 months. So 10,000 subscriber on active recurring user and the projected revenue that we are planning to come, it will around 60 crore. This is my customer segmentation. We have focused on 4 segments. One is busy IT professional, based on the frequency, retention potential, and the strategic fit. Like in by the frequency, how many orders normally we are doing on regular basis, willingness to pay, and based on the retention status, we are prioritizing our business IT professional at P0, but we also have targeted the fitness focused professionals, small families, or the students and PG. This is the ideal customer profile.
So around 25 to 40 years of age, that group we are targeting, who are actually working in the IT tech and consultation. Location is around Outer Ring Road, Whitefield, or Electronic City. And their current behavior of the meal pattern is around 10 to 15 meals ordered per week from outside. So, and their psychological traits, health awareness, and subscription ready. Preferably, what we are coming up with this model is like a subscription model for the food delivery. So this is my competitive landscape. So we are also competing with Swiggy, Zomato, where they have an unmatched scale and choice. That is their core strength. But their weakness is like they are not maintaining that which like home cooked food. That thing is not present there. The home essence is not present there. With the cloud kitchen, they have that presence, but they have scale issues, and Home Chef is also having scale issues. So as a Dabba Uta, we came up with a solution which is a subscription first model where we trust consistency and habit building, that is our main target uh, of this product. So there is a void, is something similar to the previous slide, but it is actually giving that how our app is working. It is like a app-based model where uh, we have a subscription model and no daily checkouts at the initial stage. So this is our GTM tagline, like for business, Bangalore professional, Dabba Uta provides reliable home style meals on subscription, so we can eat healthy every day without deciding daily. That is, here we have mentioned that the food delivery app, which is basically transactional, on-demand impulses. Cloud Kitchens is brand-led, variety-focused, occasional, but our is a daily home meal subscription, where you can also keep a calendar, but it is a subscription-based meal that we are providing to our users, and it is home cooked as well as it is certified from the FASI as well. So our GTM pillars, the core motion is like the bottom up is started with the kitchen level economy, where we are first opening up one kitchen in Whitefield. Then we are focusing on the city first. Then and instead of a transactional value, we are focusing on the recurring revenue model. And growth channels is first, it is app first owned. Then we will go to B2B to C. It is basically the tech park that is available at the nearby areas, and also the community setting like the societies, data societies, where we can focus on. This is our AARR funnel. That is our acquisition strategy. First is office tie-ups, gated community, referral credits that we are going to provide to our users so that the traffic will be increased. Activation is that first mail, discounted trial pack, smooth onboarding, so that the customer can have the first test. And that is our goal. From the revenue perspective, we have weekly plans, monthly plans, or corporate deals, and that is increasing the revenue in a recurring model. Retention is basically the fixed slot, feedback loop, menu rotations, so that we can reduce the churn, or we can have a goal of zero churn. And referral is like sponsor of the meal or family add-ons or word of mouth. Somebody is sponsoring, then we can give them some coupon for the next meals as well. So we are planning a 90-day launch plan. First 30 days, it is an infrastructure to kitchen life, targeting 3 microzones, and acquisition at 200 beta users that we are targeting. Optimizing the product, apps, and retention module that we are focusing on the next 30 days, and the scale to corporate to 60 to 90 days period. Phase-wise, we are planning for 90 days period. This is our metrics. North Star metrics is the weekly active subscriber that we are targeting. Trial to paid conversion that we are that is the lead indicator at the initial stage. How the search to order conversion is, that is another key metric. Subscription renewal is another key metric. And also the average revenue that we are generating from them, that is also there. So there are a few risk metrics that we have also considered here. the risk matrices part. Perfect. So it is competing for the habit. It is not competing for the orders. That is our product main agenda. So our digital market strategy is basically on the channels like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Google Ads, and email-based communication, keyword-based search in the Google that we are targeting. And whenever there is a home cooked food delivery in Bangalore, we are searching. So about will be there. And this is my route to market. Basically, from the dark kitchen, going to direct to the customer via the app and web-based application, or via the aggregator model like the Zomato partnerships or like corporate partnership, organic farms. That is and that is the future plan. Uh, so these are few of the sales enablement plan from our side, like some sample menus we can provide, corporate lunch pitch that we can do.
Prasenjit,
CRM based.
sorry for the interruption. You have 1 more minute.
No, just it's almost done. So this is a budget allocation. We have not invested much on my budget based on the target. We have invested around 5 lakh rupees, and basically 40% on the digital ads. So for the customer acquisition, that is our main motive. This is basically the customer journey, phase wise, like finding a healthy meal, selecting a meal in our app. What are the different touch points? These are the goals that we have covered, and this is my business model canvas. So it's done from my side. If you have any queries, please.
Thank you. Thanks for the presentation. Okay. Onam sir, your feedback for the team for Prasenjit.
Hi, Prasenjit.
Hi, Anand sir.
You explained your whole idea pretty nicely. You've done the basic requirements to do the market analysis. I have a question that you chose this product. It's like you will start up a cloud kitchen, and using that, you have a subscription-based model of home food delivery, right?
Right.
So, and you mentioned that there is you did not put any competitor which is in your uh, particular feed. You mentioned about Zomato; those are aggregators, right? But is there
Right.
no other cloud service company which is providing home cooked meals at home with this particular model? Like the competitive analysis, I think, is not very transparent.
Yeah, I think from Mumbai side, it is there. In Bangalore, we don't have direct competition. Like currently, for the Bangalore, there are cloud kitchens, but and there are aggregator models as well. But what our focus is that is a certified cloud kitchen type of model, where at the initial stage, definitely we are planning to have our own kitchen. But at the later stage, we will tie it up with the different certified cloud kitchen owners to take it forward, to scale up for this niche. That is our
I think
focus.
still as you mentioned about, even if you have taken that case study of the Mumbai company, if it is doing so, I'm pretty sure there must be something in Bangalore for sure, because this is a whole digital ecosystem. You will have at least one or two competitors whom you should try to pick and choose here, because I'm not able to get a clear picture of how are you trying to stand out, right? Because the competition you have shown currently is in a different league altogether, and comparing to that, you stand out, but may not be the case very clearly because it's a very crowded space.
Right.
Uh, Second part, I'll say that your this is a heavy digital marketing oriented product, right?
Right. Right.
So can you go to the slides on digital marketing, what you have prepared for, how will you scale this up? Because consumer demands change pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
Today
Yeah.
they will be using X product, and tomorrow they'll go to the other product, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
So one is basically on the digital marketing side, one is the Google Ads, but we are majorly focusing on the Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp-based communication channel, so that we can directly reach to the end customer. Or we are majorly focusing at the initial stage, definitely at the CAC, that for the customer acquisition point of view. What we are focusing on the digital ads. But once we are receiving a customer, we are trying to have a different plan for communication.
Okay. I see the budget planning that you have done, right? If Instagram, because this is a very visual looking product, which is easy to understand, and better video making or storytelling will help a lot in improving this. So I think your budget split uh, is not very, I mean, it's not very clear to me at this moment. That is why I'm asking that question of how, if Instagram is your biggest mode or your biggest way of acquiring a customer, I don't see it very well of coming across in this planning. Keyword strategy and Google Ads, I completely am aligned with that. But because that is your Instagram will be your biggest source of income or your getting a customer, you should try to amplify on that, which is missing. You covered up across moving from the growth partnerships to companies or gated societies. That will definitely help. Um, can you show me your key success metrics that you mentioned about?
Sure. Is it visible, or I will zoom it a
Can you
little bit?
make it right? Yeah.
Yeah. Just okay. Sure.
Target 10K by 12 months. Okay. And what is the growth like here? Like month on month, is there any plan for that? You have a slide for that?
Month on month, I don't have a slide readily available. But at the initial first 30 days, we are targeting around 200 customers during our project plan. Here I have mentioned that around acquisition of 200 beta users on the first 30 days.
Okay. I think you have done targeting basis. Like for example, you've taken wide field focus, right? And you mentioned about these the ORR you mentioned about, because you have to go really micro into this to you have done the segmentation of calling from a country level to a Bangalore level and then to an area level. That is the right way to expand. You should try to double down on that, because I was not able to completely visibly understand. Try to map that. The number of meal, as you mentioned, the number of meals people eat, etc. Those numbers with respect to the local eateries. Somehow, I think there was a slide on that, right?
Yeah, there was a slide on that.
Just before.
And this, yeah. So one is
No,
done.
not
This
this one. Then
this
the next.
one.
Next.
I think this one.
Next.
Was just a one.
Next. Yeah, next to this. Yeah, this one. No.
This one. This one. 10 to 15 meals. Yeah. Per week.
Just before this one. Okay. And is there a costing for this? You have any costing for this product that you have trying to mention here? Like what is a weekly subscription like, a monthly subscription like?
Yeah, we are targeting around 150 per meal. So, like currently in the SAM, we have mentioned around 150 per meal, but it can go down as well based on the market scenario. We can change it, but at the initial stage, we have taken it around 150 per meal.
The constraint is willingness to pay 150 per meal.
Yeah, and based on the subscription, if it is like a meal basis, then it is 150. But if it is a subscription basis, then there may be some discounted pricing that we are targeting.
Okay. Yeah, I think overall I'm good with this. The only problem is because the competition you have shown is little non-transparent, it is all making sense. But if the competition is very clearly visible, we will have better questions to ask for.
Sure, sure. I will add those.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the feedback. Varun, sir, your feedback to the team.
I think number one is on the competitor side only, because I don't think Zomato and Swiggy are the correct competitor. I have used bunch of these direct tiffin service here in Bangalore. Tiffit is one of the biggest one. Then there is something called Home Meal as well. So those are your competitors. So I think you should be comparing with them rather than Swiggy and Zomato, right? Swiggy and Zomato would be could be indirect competitor, right? But
Yeah,
majority of the
they are
time,
in that.
this kind of platform would be your competitor. Uh, Overall, I really like the presentation, but I don't think numbers are adding up the way you are mentioning. So, for example, from 10,000 subscribers, you are projecting the revenue of 60 crores, right? Is this is the yearly revenue, I'm guessing.
This is
Now, if you go to the
basically for 24 months, actually, we are targeting it. So it's like 2-year revenue, so 30 crore annually. I
okay,
think it is mistype annual recurring revenue, but I have to correct it. Yeah,
okay, for first 2 years, but still, if you go to the
yeah,
last slide where
yeah.
you mention about your numbers, that how many number of orders you are going to get, what is the average revenue per
Yeah,
order?
this one, this
Yes.
one.
So if
Yeah,
you
this one
see,
is actually sampling a thing for me.
hmm,
Actually, the numbers can change. This one is like what I have to target that I have put it correctly here.
numbers can
So,
change, but numbers are not adding up. That
yeah,
is the main.
yeah, it is like as you mentioned, or Onam sir also mentioned, like monthly basis, what is the add-on or from D0 to D1 to
No.
D7, how?
Even if you do the math right now, if somebody is
Mm,
ordering 3 meals per week, it simply means they
yeah.
will order, let's say, 12 meals a month, right?
Mm,
And if your
mm,
pricing is only 150, then it
mm,
will be only 1800 rupees,
mm,
not the 3.5K average revenue
mm,
per user you are mentioning,
mm,
right?
mm.
So
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Those numbers are not actually adding up. And not sure that was a mistake or anything, but so many at different places, the ICP age is also changing. Earlier you were going for 25 to 45, then somewhere it is 25 to 40. So that could be just the typo, but that is also something you should look for. And yeah, overall, I would say in terms of channel also, go for digital first, you know. And I'm not sure why you are going to go for Swiggy and Zomato after the growth phase that you want to partner with them. People are coming to your platform because they don't want to go for Swiggy and Zomato, right?
No, actually, we are partnering with them for delivery only. Like it is like at the backend channel, the delivery from my kitchens will be from Swiggy and Zomato because maybe I don't have that supply chain ready with me. It's a partnership type of
Then
thing.
your, I mean, gross margin will take a huge hit because they are going to
Yeah,
charge 30-35% like that. Then
yeah,
you won't be
definitely.
able to give me meal at 150 rupees. If I'm going to Swiggy, you are directly charging me, let's say 250 rupees because we have to maintain your margin. Why would I do it?
Sure, sure,
If your application is already there, if your platform is already there, ideally you should focus on growth of that only. Don't directly go for Swiggy or Zomato.
sure.
Right. And I think Onam has rightly mentioned that a digital first channel is something you should be focusing on. At the same time, in offline, go for community or gated society partnership. Those things can surely help you. Swish has done that really well. You know, they have partnered with most of the gated societies. They have put the banners. They've also put up the stalls over there. So that also something you can try it out.
Sure.
But overall, it's a good effort.
Thank you.
I also would want to add one more thing here. As you
Yeah.
mentioned, can you show your positioning slide once? If you have a positioning slide, you showed it off.
Positioning slide. This one, statement
Yes,
or
yes. I think that clears one itself.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So you can, because it's a huge market of people, those who are migrant from different locations, right? Somehow you
Yeah.
can try to bring in a keyword of, regional based food as per required, or maybe it's local food also. That is one other key part which you can play, because people, the emotions are towards, a Chinese food or a or like that kind of a food where they are from. So somehow try to play around that as a part of your positioning. Home style meals is great, but in home style meals like dal chawal, roti sabzi, etc., so how people think on those part, how people are emotionally connected to food. Home style is one activation. What is the other activation? If that can be involved as a part of your positioning, will help get attention from people and possibly, coming to you at least for a try.
Thank you, Anam, sir, for validating this point because I am from Bengal. I am staying in Bangalore. But the same point that came to my mind is that we are missing our not only the home style food, but also the regional flavor of that food. So that is what our platform actually, via this platform or this positioning statement, it will be too long, so I didn't mention it here. But definitely, that is also a KPI, like metrics in our, like a feature in our platform that we are also targeting.
Sure.
Sure.
Another thing here is contradicting to your growth plan. You are mentioning that without I have to decide anything, you are going to send me the meal. It won't happen on Swiggy and Zomato, right? I have to go there, order it, then you're going to do it. So
Yeah,
that
it's actually based on subscription that like every day they don't have to do something. Definitely the meal menu may be changed during this subscription. We will show them in the calendar that today, Monday, this is the menu, Tuesday, this is the menu, Wednesday, this is the menu, and how it is a home cooked meal that we are planning to. Like we have mentioned that without deciding daily because it is something that we want to show them that you don't have to decide every day that what you want to order. It is something that is regularly driven or like is changing as well, so that it will be not be monotonous to them.
Okay. Onam sir, your score for the Prasanjit?
3.5.
3.5. Okay. Varun, sir, your scores?
3.8.
3.8. Okay, thank you. So you just scan the QR and you can cast your votes. Okay, the results are here. Okay. So we are at the end of the skeleton today. So thank you, presenters and jury members. Before we announce the winner of the skeleton, I request the jury members to accept our certificates of appreciation and share their experience of today's skeleton. Okay, Varun sir, your today's experience on the event.
It was really good, to be honest. I mean, in the given time, I'm sure it was very short time for everyone to finish the entire project. So kudos to all the team. All the feedback were given by me and Onam. Don't take it on your heart. Wear it on your sleeve, basically, and try to improve on the project. But overall, really great effort from each and everyone. Thank you so much. Really happy to be here.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the speech. And Onam sir, your feedback on today's event.
For me, it was a very nice experience. Thank you to you. You handled it pretty well. I also got to learn a lot from the perspective how people are trying to pitch their product. 5-10 minutes is a less time to explain about capabilities of the product and positioning and going detailing to the market level analytics. A nice effort. I also got to learn from Varun a lot, the perspective that he brought to assessing things. that was really helpful for me, and I'll try to implement that as a part of my life ahead. So overall, it's a really great interaction with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Please accept the certificates of the appreciation on behalf of IPL. Okay, now it's time to declare the Skillathon winner. Audience, any guess? Okay. So the winner is Team 2, Garima and Aishwarya Verma. Congratulations, team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, please share few words about your experience on being a part of Skillathon, and you have won the event today. How was your experience?
We felt all the presentators were very good. There was lots to learn from their presentation and the slides. And I think it was a tough competition because they were actually very good, and the feedbacks from the jury was really good. It helped us know where we are lagging.
Okay.
It was great.
Aishwarya, your feedback?
Yes, so overall, it was a great experience getting reviewed by esteemed people who have been in the industry, taking their feedback, and definitely we will incorporate that and work upon the idea in that manner. Even the peers who had presented their problem statement was very intuitive for us to learn from. So, overall, a great experience.
Thank you. So, congratulations, winner. Congratulations once again. And thank you all. Thank you, audience and esteemed juries, for being a part of Skillathon. It was a pleasure to host the event today. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.